Welcome to the Ribeye Radio Show, the official show of the Steak Cook-Off Association. Now, sit back, grab a cold one, and let's see what's cooking.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ribeye Radio.
Here from beautiful Bedford, Texas.
I believe we've made our 8th episode now, Ken.
Yes, 8.1.
That's 8 weeks in a row.
Yes.
They would call that a habit.
We were joking last week. We recorded the whole show and went to hit finish, and we forgot to hit start. And so we had to redo the show. So hopefully we'll get through on the first version this time.
I promise all the good stuff was on the show we lost.
The jokes were much funnier.
Well, today we're going to have a special guest with us. We've got Peggy Grimes.
Yes. Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am well here in sunny Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, people have been talking about you. That's why we thought we would give you a call. Did you really cook on the back of your vehicle?
Yes, I thought a Camaro convertible was a perfect vehicle to use for an SCA event.
It was the perfect height.
Perfect.
Right on the trunk of the car.
So you put your grill on the back of your car, or it was so hot out?
No. The cutting board. The PK was in my back seat, and we drove down Georgia 400 with the top down.
So you don't need a huge setup to cook an SCA, that's for sure.
Or a trailer.
Definitely not, and that was one of the things that was intriguing and exciting to me about this, that I was going to be able to do this without the big fancy setups that you see at the big barbecue events.
Yeah. Well, now, because Brett said she cooked on the back of her convertible, I'm like, was it really that hot out? You know, like frying an egg on a sidewalk.
No, it's actually pretty good. There may be photographic evidence of that cook.
I've got a picture of that, as a matter of fact.
Geez, Camaro might might like that picture.
Yeah.
Or the folks at PK. So was that your very first event?
Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, I was very happy that the first Georgia event was less than an hour from my house.
How'd you hear about us?
It was a challenge or a dare to do the event that Captain Jack Callan issued to a number of us back in May. He gave some good props to SCA and said how much fun and fellowship it was, and he dared us to do it. And I said, sure, let's try it.
What'd you think about your first experience?
Well, walking in and at the cook's meeting, when I found out that there were, 5 to 7 people that had already punched their magic ticket, that was a little intimidating. I was set up right next to Malcolm Reed, but then I found out that it was one giant family/cocktail party. But it was a great experience, and everybody was offering help and advice. Bumped some tent space from the right, and yeah, I have no complaints. It was awesome. I already booked my next 3 competitions.
Wow.
That was a great event. A neat spot in the Home Depot, I believe, right?
Yeah, I was at the Home Depot.
Yes. Parking lot series.
Yep, PK parking lot series.
That was
good.
Quite a giant.
I'm glad you're already signed up for some more events.
Yeah, I'll be in Jacksonville this weekend, as a matter of fact.
All right. Well,
with your Camaro?
It's the Camaro Q vehicle.
Very nice Camaro Q. That's a special model. Well,
when did you become a member?
May, June, before I signed up for the parking lot series.
Good. Well, it pays to be a member of SCA, right?
Yes, it does. Hopefully it pays a whole lot for some people.
Well,
like $5,000?
Well, the reason I have you on the show today is congratulations. You were chosen as the winner of the Kingsford $5,000 giveaway.
No freaking way.
Yes, freaking way.
You sound like an Australian now.
I self-censored myself, so I would not be Australian.
We love our Aussie buddies.
Yes, they picked your email. You replied to the $5,000 giveaway, and we were notified just a little while ago that you are the winner.
Woohoo! You just made my day.
Yes.
Well, they made my day.
Well, I got the word last night, and I had to pull a ruse on you and bring you on the show with the premise of talking about being a new cooker in SCA. But we wanted to get you on the show and congratulate you. And hey, maybe you can get a prep table now.
Hey, I have more things beyond the prep table. I found a tailgate table at Sam's last week that has a hook for paper towels and everything. But I'm going to start doing some serious planning, like maybe even be able to come to do a judges class in Texas or something.
There you go. Well,
Are you one of those lucky people that just win things?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I'd buy a lottery ticket tonight.
I definitely will be.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. We will hope to see you soon. I think you're cooking at the Variety Club.
Yeah, I'll be doing that Memphis combo. In 3 weeks?
The Memphis combo. I'll be there again.
Yeah, if Ken asks to borrow $20, don't give it to him.
Hey, she's buying the first round. Drinks on Peggy.
I might be able to have proper hydration for the event.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to call you off the air in a second. Please keep this to yourself until I talk to you in about a half hour, okay?
Yeah, this is recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, this is recorded, and I can't really play it until we have all the legal out of the way.
Copy that. I won't even tell my dad.
Oh,
all right. You can tell your dad.
I couldn't tell my dad.
He won't be able to keep it a secret.
Yeah, don't tell him then. All right, well, congratulations, and we will catch up with you soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Y'all are the rock stars.
Oh, thank you. We'll see you in Memphis, Peggy.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
All righty. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
How cool is that?
Geez, I'd call you Santa Claus, but you're too skinny.
I got the gray beard anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got an email about this, so we have to, got to keep it.
Well, when this goes live, it'll be public.
Yeah, by the time it goes live, it'll be public.
Good for Peggy.
How about that, Peggy? $5,000.
That was fun. What
Pays
a great
to
way
be a
to
member.
Start the day.
It's a great way.
Well, the other way to start the day was we opened up the judging for the SCA World Championship, and man, it went quick.
Opened it up at 8 o'clock this morning. All the steak is full. I believe table captains are full, and I think what's left so far is pork steak, and that's half full. So if you like to judge pork steak at the championship, every team there will be a winner. They will have won an SCA event. So you'll be tasting pork steaks from some of the best steak cookers in the world.
Yep, so there's still a little bit of room. There's also room at the events this weekend.
I've got spots in Omaha, Nebraska open, Climax Springs, which is in Missouri.
Yes, Operation Barbecue Relief.
I've got some steak spots there. And then
I'll be in Kirbyville, down by Beaumont.
You've got Kirbyville, and what's the other one this weekend?
We will be scattered to the four winds.
Yeah. How can we forget David Haskett?
Poor David down there, the Summer Splash. That's a great event.
Forgotten stepchild, but his event is full of judges. David did a great job of recruiting those SCA certified judges, and he is full.
Yes, and cooks. There was over 41 teams as of yesterday.
He's got 41. He had 33 last year, so he's up 7-8 teams already. And he's still got a couple days. So great job, David. You run a great event, and it's why it's growing. All right, championship sponsorship opportunities, Ken. How long do we spend on this thing? A couple days?
Yes.
But it's done.
Yes, and we are looking for some sponsors for our SCA World Championship. I love saying that, in Fort Worth, and some opportunities into next year. So we're always looking for sponsors to introduce to the cooks and judges and participants, and so that's exciting.
Yeah, we're glad to get that done. It looks good. I think it's going to help us attract some new sponsors and introduce them to the steak cooking world. You took a video of Joe Wilson that's gone nuts, hadn't it?
Yes. Do you know, I thought it was private. I knew something was special going on. Let me give you the backstory. We were cooking for the Tulsa Police Department. Joe Wilson and Bill Bond, along with Siggy's Meat Market, put this together. We went to Tulsa a day early for our event, and we cooked steaks for the Tulsa Police Department at one of their Legion locations. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but since Joe organized this while they were eating, he wanted to go in and say a few words, and I followed him in, and when he started to speak, I started a recording, and it was a great, he talked about, it's a great speech, just listen to it, but I didn't put it on Facebook. I just sent Joe a copy, thought he might like it as a keepsake, and he put it on Facebook, and it just took off.
How many views has this thing got?
It was over 110,000 last time I looked.
Wow. It was a neat speech. It was one of those unique, you wouldn't expect it, but coming from Joe Wilson, these guys loved it.
Joe's got a great sense of humor. And
it's hilarious.
He would say something, and I'm like, he called the police officers there saying a bunch of sheepdog, and I'm like, oh my God, where's he going with this? But, a sheepdog is kind of a term. They're the people who look after the flock. So if you know what that, term meant. And apparently they did. And, he talked about pulling over the Pope. I don't want to give away this talk too much, but it really resonated with law enforcement officials around the country, short for LEO, law enforcement officials.
Nice.
And Joe sent me a few comments that people were sending to him, and by golly, that thing just went nuts. Went from 30 to 50 to 80 to 100,000 just a blink of an eye.
Wow. Well, Joe organized that whole thing, and Joe and Bill Bond.
Yes.
But he kind of started it up in Bentonville. So it's a great deal.
It's on
that he's
Joe's
doing.
website, and I believe there might be a link on our website, but it's really worth listening to, and those law enforcement officers out there are risking their lives to make us feel safe. In fact, Joe's latest post on Facebook, I thought he was a mattress salesman.
I saw that. I was like, what is going on?
What is the deal with the mattress? But it makes sense. You rest easy knowing that somebody has your back.
That's true.
And on a new mattress.
He's a good man. Thanks, Joe, for what you do. All right. Well, our microphone is actually sitting on top of our sample from Townsend Spice.
Yes, that's exciting. It's a new batch, our first that Shane Lynn and the folks at Townsend Spices has put together for us. So
I really like it. I think they match the consistency that we use in
like
competition,
it.
And the colors there too.
Yep, very good. And it is for sale on our website.
It will be.
Shameless promoting. So if you don't have a bottle, it's great on steak, pork steak. I like it on popcorn.
Bloody Marys.
Rim in the glass, yes.
Popcorn shrimp. All right, that's enough. All right.
Let's jump into our sponsors.
Sponsors.
What a segue.
All right. PK Grills, Rectech Grills.
My salmon turned out great, by the way.
Did it?
Love it.
Cooked on the Rectech.
Yep.
Pelican Coolers.
Save your back.
Save your back for sure.
We should have had them sooner. We all wouldn't have bad backs.
That's true. Pelican Coolers.
Fire Butler.
Just said that. Fire Butler. Townsend Spice. Kingsford.
$5,000 Kingsford. Congratulations again to Peggy.
Peggy Grimes out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Grow Great.
Brad Barrett.
Brad Barrett. Hard to forget. Grow Great.
Our original sponsor.
That's it. He's been a day one P1.
Yes, he has.
Unknown Barbecue Products to make the great hinges for the Weber kettles.
Clever name.
I know. They got a great logo, too. Dripping Springs Texas Vodka.
How are you going to pack all that vodka to Missouri?
I'm not. I'm flying.
I'd pack another suitcase.
I might have to bring a suitcase.
I think so.
Bloody Revolution, which makes the Bloody Mary mix.
And the Diamond King fire starters. They work for bonfires, by the way.
Yes, we took those this weekend, and Tim Pollock tested them, and I believe it was Tim Ash as well tested them for us. Great results. Great. They both gave it a 2 thumbs up. So we're covered there. How about upcoming events? This weekend is jam-packed. I think we talked about it a little bit, but you've got Florida, Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep. David Haskett put together a great event there. I believe they were up to 41 teams, so congratulations, David. That's going to be a great event.
Deep East Texas is in Kirbyville. I think you're running that event.
That's where I will be. Yes, sir.
I spoke to him. I think he's about 30 teams right now, so that's good.
Did you update the King Joe picture? Joe,
No,
we were joking with Joe and put him in a king outfit, and unfortunately his back is flared up again, so I will be running Kirbyville.
Good. It'll be a good event.
If anyone wants to ride along,
He's
give
looking
me
for
a shout.
All right. Omaha, Nebraska has a 2-day competition.
Yes, the Nebraska State Stake Championship.
And that's a Friday, Saturday, am I correct? I believe it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. And I think they've got about 30 teams in both of those days as well, last I heard. And I think there's still a couple more entering. And then on Saturday, Sunday, in Climax Springs, I'll be out there. It's at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Well, just a plug for the Netflix, where I wish I would have bought stock years ago. They have a new series called Ozark. It's great. It's like old school Justified.
Is it really?
Loved it. I watched the whole 10 episodes back to back.
Justified was great. So it's kind of like that.
While Brett was working in Louisiana last weekend.
That's all right. I got dehydrated in Louisiana. I think we need to get old...
well, that's a good thing to talk about. August is here, and a lot of times it's, 100 degrees in Texas in the summertime, and dehydration's a real thing. Remember, drink.
I know I was walking around talking to all the teams, and Tim Esch and Tim Pollock saw that I was sweating and didn't have anything in my hand, and they handed me a water, and then they handed me another water later. But maybe all the water I drank was 2 bottles of water, and I drank one in the judging area. So I had 3 bottles of water all day, and I didn't think I was too bad, but I wasn't sweating, and I wasn't going to the bathroom.
Oh, my gosh. Sweating. If you're not sweating, you're not drinking enough. You're in trouble. When it gets to that point, you're in trouble.
So you saw me yesterday. I could barely move around this place. It was hurting, and ended up having to get a little IV yesterday, and I feel great today, but I got some good advice last night from Robert Baxley. And then Robert didn't trust me to take his advice and messaged my wife and said, hey, make sure Brett drinks a Gatorade every morning and takes, I think it's D3 vitamin daily.
Yep, vitamin D.
So I took a vitamin D this morning, and I've got a low-calorie G2 Gatorade in front of me.
Yeah, we're getting older.
I'm telling you. So
that's happened to me before. That happened to me down in Edinburgh. Our first year we went down there. It's scary.
I thought you were going to stroke out in Edinburgh. That was a tough one.
Yeah, my wife she's a doctor. She goes, have you gone pee? If you haven't gone pee, you're not drinking enough. So it's not good for radio, but it's the truth. Watch out for your buddies. That's really, sometimes you just get so caught up in things you forget. Hand somebody a bottle of water if they look thirsty, might save them.
I at least had the advantage of going in the judge area for an hour and a half. But those guys were out in the heat. So if you're out there and you're drinking a beverage, you might mix in a Gatorade, mix in a water, please. We don't want you guys falling out on us out there.
Great picture from the weekend. The family picture.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Mom, dad, little girl,
holding up the trophy.
Faces.
Yeah, Justin Wise family.
Justin, what a great picture. That's really getting some traction on Facebook.
Yeah, I think that one went on Instagram too. That one's getting a lot of traction. But
so remember, our Facebook group is for those kinds of pictures. Yes. Everyone can post on there. That's why we created the group. Please add content. Pictures of the family, the steaks, the grilling, the good times, grill tips,
cook-offs, anything,
family recipes,
anything related to SCA and cooking on there. There's a couple guys that'll put their practice steaks, and they actually get some good feedback on them too.
I might even put my potato salad recipe out there.
What?
Yeah.
You did that in month 2 of SCA. You gave that out. I don't even know where it is. I'd like to have that again. So we got a new event on October 14th. We're going to post today. It's in Kirbyville, or in Cameron, Texas.
It's down about a 45 minutes south of Waco.
Yep, sponsored by 44 Farms. They grow some real quality beef down in that area. They're going to provide the steaks. Raise, sorry. They grow it.
Cows have babies, steers have balls, and steers get slaughtered.
That's 50 Shades of Phillips today.
keep my wife off of Facebook.
Gotcha. All right, well, we've got that one coming up. We also booked that same event for next year as well. We just got the Crosby, Texas. Texas. They have an event coming next year in June or July. So we're actually adding events for next year.
And we're excited. This weekend's the premiere of the pork steak.
Yes, we've got
OBR boys are gonna be the pioneers in that.
We've got the new. We have a judging program for it, and we have a new judge sheet for it. We're going to judge kids on the same sheet, but it judges on 4 categories. It's going to be taste, tenderness,
yes,
appearance, and overall impression.
Yes,
and the bonus being on taste to give you a higher score on taste.
I can't wait.
I think it's going to be good.
Wish I was there.
Yeah,
would have been.
I'm there. It's going to be good. I think he has 30-some teams the first day, and he's almost up to 30 the second day. And some of the guys from the first day will have so much fun, they'll end up staying because it's a short timeline on Sunday, but it's the same payout. Andy's doing a kicker.
Kicker?
Yeah, like first place, if you win, I believe you get an extra 5. If we're going to combine scores from day 1 and day 2. And if yours is the highest from day 1 and 2, you will win an extra $500, I believe.
Wow.
I'll double check that, but it is. He's got a kicker on it, and I think it pays top 3 or 5.
That's a beautiful, beautiful country. You know, seeing the TV show all last weekend.
Well, I was in Louisiana.
Yes.
Well,
I think that's it for today.
Yeah. We just want to come on mainly. Congratulations.
Do we have the Pelicans?
I do. I've got.
Let's talk about the results from Louisiana.
Yeah, let's do that first. Sean, let's start with 10th place. Shannon Ernest got 10th place, the Vanilla Gorilla. 9th place was Mike Berry. He hadn't cooked since the 4th of July event.
He got a call there, too.
Yeah.
Mike is the Rapolo's cousin, I believe.
Yep, pretty consistent. I noticed they stick him down on the end, so he must be a distant cousin. No, he cooked right there with him under the tent. But he got a 9th place. David Tristan from Houston got an 8th place at the event.
Well, congratulations, David.
He's been on a little bit of a roll. Ed Falder got 7th place.
Ed is always in the hunt.
Ed's consistent. Yep, for sure. And Randy Mooney got 6th place. He did a little dance.
Did he? I missed that.
He's always dancing. That guy's got
dancing
music
Randy
in his body. Yeah. 5th place was Stuart Petty.
In relation to the NASCAR.
Richard Petty is not his cousin.
No.
Yeah, that's for sure. 3rd place, Jonathan Roger.
Hey, there's another guy that's been in the hunt.
That's a boy that's on fire. He's been really killing it lately. 3rd place was Justin Wise.
I hear he uses our rub.
What?
Just kidding.
I think Justin's got his own mix.
Just a little plug for our rub.
Gotcha. He's the one that took the picture with his wife and his little girl.
Yep.
Mary, I think was her name. 2nd place in qualifying for the SCA World Championship was Eric Johnson.
Congratulations, Eric.
Eric was very happy. Did you see him in the picture?
Yes.
He was ecstatic. It was cool. And then 1st place,
Shauna Rapolo.
Shauna Rapolo.
She must really be moving up in the points.
She's got to be at it. I haven't looked at that yet, but she is moving up. I've actually got it here. Hold on one sec. So I think that's Shauna's 2nd victory this year.
Drum roll.
And with that victory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th place is Kenny Meeks with 56 points. Shauna Rapolo has 62 points. And then 7th place, Roland Escobedo.
That's Poncho and Lefty. That's a combo.
Poncho Lefty, yep. Poncho and the mustache. Ed Falder's got 70 points.
Congratulations, Big Ed.
Joe Castillo, 73.
Been seeing a lot of Joe this year. He is such a great host.
Yeah, he had a great time. And then he is tied with Danny Ewer.
Yep, Danny's been all over the place from Minnesota to Iowa and everything in between.
4th place, Gene Potts, 79 points.
Congratulations, Gino.
3rd place, he just keeps climbing.
You know, Johnny wasn't even on the list for the first few months of the year, so...
No.
Johnny Rocket.
Johnny is at 85 points. Second place, Mr. Scott Lindley.
Yep, from Mason City, Iowa.
The pride of Iowa. Second place, 96 points, only 4 points behind Dan and Goose.
Jeff and Dan.
From Bud and Bones.
What a year.
They've got 100 points. The first team to hit 100 points this year.
Wow.
That's pretty good. But those guys, they've been real consistent. And then that leads us to the next thing. Now that we're talking about the points championship, we just got our rendering in for the new custom points ring that the champion will get. Have you seen this thing, Ken?
Yes.
You have. It is awesome.
I thought I was sworn to secrecy.
Well, it hasn't been released yet. So.
Like breaking the news.
Well,
no, it's a beautiful ring. We should have thought of that sooner. It's a great look.
Didn't realize it was an option.
Yes.
No, it's nice. It's going to be a custom ring. It'll 100% silver. Beautiful. So we hope to release that soon.
It's a fun party at Billy Bob's.
Yes, with the judges that signed up this weekend.
Yep.
Where the judges are kind of in place. The teams are starting to take place.
The welcome party. The walk-up songs.
Yes, I'm going to get that email with the walk-up song, where they pick their songs and just their little survey. We'll get that out in the next week, I guess. So they can start picking their music. And are we going to do it this year? I had like 10 teams want Back in Black last year. Are we going to hold it to where only one gets it? Or
nope.
Just if that's the song they want,
that's your song.
Okay, I agree with that.
It'll be easier to find clips, but if they have an affinity for that song, they should be able to listen to their song.
It's their song. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like Clever, but it's just a fun part.
See you later, guys. Take care.